lipstick every like 3 words.
And don't wear deodorant.
Super cool.
And don't wear deodorant. How do you know that from personal experience?
Apparently, he's very stinky, or was.
She knows Steve Jobs in the afterlife.
Yeah, he and I chill 24/7. Still kind of a dick though. So
hey, but you know what? Along with being a dick, he had genius. Like
okay, Google.
I gotta give
turn
credit
off studio
to
lights.
what?
Oh, Omnitoast.
Look at him showing off.
I'm fucking.
Shut up!
Omnitoast, hold on a second. Hey, Omnitoast, you're rocking Google. Hey, Google, turn off light strips.
Oh,
Come on,
Okay.
Gotians, get on our level.
you guys think that you're fancy? I have my light sitting in my box of knitting supplies on my desk. So,
Hey,
There
Google,
you
set
go.
the light strips to red.
Hey, Google,
okay.
set studio lights to green. There we go.
I can't see the green.
Oh, it's over because it's over there.
Oh my gosh, that's so okay. You know what?
Omnitoast, you and I have
Hey,
like the
hey.
same. Man.
Hey Google, turn off Omnitoast web camera.
Too bad he can't. Google
No,
can't
it doesn't
hear
work. No.
you. No.
Omnitoast, what's your real name?
DJ.
Deidre?
DJ. Just like a disc jockey DJ.
What's
Oh,
the initials of Deidre?
Go, shit!
happened?
Google worked.
Omnitoast, what happened?
He kicked me from the thing because he's a jerk.
It was Google.
Google did it. Google's getting smarter every day. Now everything's messed up.
Gotians is just jealous. That's why he did it.
I don't like
No,
this.
no, everything's unorganized,
I
Gotians.
don't like it. What happened? This is bad.
Wait.
And my-
Allie's in like widescreen now for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And my
in
camera
white
and my
screen
camera's
too.
frozen. Look at that.
That's good.
Goshen trying to
Wow.
troll and he breaks it.
He
That's
broke
because of
everything.
Omnitoast.
This is why we can't get. This is why we can't have nice things, Goshen.
Okay, Omni, you're gonna have to rejoin. And Allie, I don't want you to seem
Clearly.
small, so maybe you have to rejoin too.
Bye.
This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, my camera keeps freezing now.
Oh, Omni's broken.
Great.
Ah,
You guys, we are thriving.
I broke it. Oh no, see, Allie works, so it's just Omnitoast.
hang on a second.
Oh, so
Well, how do we even
maybe
come
it's
back there?
actually Omni's stuff that's broken.
It wasn't broken before you kicked him, though.
Yeah,
so
it was working fine, Goshen.
Actually, it was kind of broken because
How
you
was it
weren't-
broken?
You weren't here.
now I'm widescreen again.
Omni, seriously, why is that happening? That's weird.
I don't know. I think it's because it's
Whenever-
happening because I'm leaving.
Yeah. So leave and then. Oh no. Yeah. Now I gotta go again. Jesus Christ.
Wait.
Yeah, my camera keeps freezing.
Omni,
Well, that's
Omni.
so bad.
close OBS.
OBS is closed.
Oh, well, I don't fucking know.
Oh, maybe my Logitech camera thing, my G Hub thing, might be causing that. Hang on a second. Hang on.
See, that's what happens
you're
when
probably
you have,
gonna-
you have too many things open.
I mean, I have a 32 gigs of RAM in this computer.
So do I. What?
Yeah.
You're gonna show me how big your stick is? I don't want to.
Yes!
Stop doing that!
Okay.
Stop
Same here.
doing that!
I got 32 gigs.
Now,
of RAM.
okay. I'm just gonna wait until he's all
no,
settled.
my camera is not like it keeps freezing. Goshen's, you broke it.
I didn't break shit.
You broke it.
Okay, all right. We'll all leave and rejoin.
Everyone. Okay. Wait. Should he reset his computer? Like just restart it?
Omni, you want to unplug it and plug it back in?
I just did.
That usually works.
That's always my first go-to.
I hope you know I'm
We'll try
recording all
turning
of
it off
this.
and on again.
I hope you know too. Okay,
That's
cool.
important
Yeah,
for
we should probably all
posterity.
leave and restart.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, you've been recording this the entire time?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, because
Where'd you go, Chris?
Discord's video is so bad.
Everybody leave the chat
just
or
left.
leave the room and go back into it.
All right, I'm here. My camera's not dying. I'm in motion again.
Yeah. All right. We're missing
Ronnie.
And now his. Oh,
There he
and then my
is.
thing. But then my thing froze again.
Everything is shit.
It was working fine.
What the hell?
Omni,
DJ?
it doesn't like you.
Clearly.
At least it left you with a smile. That way.
You call that a
Well-
smile?
I was gonna say it left him with like a look of existential dread.
Hey, Ellie, I'll subscribe to your channel.
Oh, make sure you actually like my content first.
I will.
It's fine.
Well, let me look at it.
Yeah.
I don't get.
Alliebeemac. I talk so
Alliebeemac?
much. I cannot stress. Listen, I can't.
That's
If you
cool.
need a quiet experience, I am not the girl for you. If you also need someone who's very good at the game, I'm also not that person.
But
Well, I'm
that's
not
some of the best
gamer
content.
either. And also, I listen to my favorite YouTubers when I make breakfast, dinner, or watch videos. Or
Excellent. How often do you guys? Is this like a weekly? Like, how often do you guys record?
Well, I would like
Okay.
it to be weekly, to be honest with you.
That's fun.
It's just it's difficult sometimes to get everybody in order.
I don't know why my thing's not
Allie,
working.
you have 18,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
You're so
I
humble.
don't know what I'm gonna.
That's like not.
I'm crying.
Because you were like, I'm not that big of a YouTuber.
Omni, are you
not-
saying you're crying?
I'm crying. I don't know why it's where
That's a
working.
lot. That's really good. Yeah, that's very impressive. I only have like 1,050.
I'm kind of heartbroken that it's not working.
I mean, I've been at it for like 2 years now, so
I know the room is full. Can we try that again?
time helps. And then
Oh, now
also, I really-
Ronnie's like all
Ronnie!
messed up.
Ronnie can stay
Right.
widescreen. Yeah, I don't know why, but ever since
Are
you
we
kicked me,
supposed to
it
be
broke my
square?
webcam, man.
As long as I'm not the person who has to keep exiting and re-entering.
Wait, what's wrong with widescreen? Are we supposed to be square?
Well, it's just uniform, right? Well, I mean that would work because Ronnie's squished in the middle. No, he's not squished in the middle now.
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but you broke my thing. I'm gonna try to restart my computer here. Really
That's Courtney's job is to break your thing.
Wait, now
wow.
I'm
I'll be right back.
gone. Hey, I'm back to square.
Is it just me or is Ronnie's audio lagging?
His
Really
audio's lagging. Yeah, I did notice that.
I'm here.
No,
but
like, your voice is fine.
You're talking, and then it's like as if we're watching a Japanese anime dub.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
Wow,
it's
that
so
was
weird.
bad. That was long.
really bad. It's getting worse.
That was actually on purpose.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay,
Was
so
it?
he's adjusting it. He's got a whole
Okay.
studio set up there.
Cool.
Yeah, because he used to do audio recording for like bands and stuff.
Very fun.
So like,
Yeah,
you
everything
got
I'm-
books. Books are important.
Are you talking
I've
about
got a
me?
couple of bookshelves. Yeah, books are books are important. That's a sure.
Books are good.
Hey, look,
They're
I
great.
I love reading. Honestly, like I love reading, and
What else do I have on my shelves?
and like my daughter, Naomi, Ronnie knows my daughter because he's my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so I
What a
told
pretty
her.
name. I like the name Naomi. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
video
me
game.
too. So like, I told my daughter,
I like it.
I told my daughter that if she wanted to play video games, she needed to learn how to read.
Mm.
So she learned how to read, and so now she gets to
Aw.
play video games. And
Aw.
yeah, her favorite game is Zelda
Which one?
Ocarina
Yeah,
of Time.
it just doesn't want to work.
You know
anymore.
what? Good taste.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
video game.
I don't know what you
for
did,
reading
Gotians, because ever since it broke
and
now.
Oh,
comprehension.
and now your audio's bad too, Omnitoast.
Oh,
What the
DJ, why
hell?
you gotta be like the messed up one, huh?
because it was working fine until you ruined it.
I didn't do anything.
Actually, you did.
DJ, let me tell you. DJ, let me tell you something. Being the mess up one is
Okay,
my position.
all right, hold on,
You have
let's-
officially taken it.
let's test something really quick, Omni.
Mhm.
All right,
Try to do video chat in Discord. I want to see if it works or not.
all right. You want me to leave this here?
Yes.
One sec.
Why don't you click the link again?
Well, he is, but I
think
want to
you-
see.
yeah.
I want to see if his his.
Hey, he's
camera
on,
works
he's on.
there.
How about like remove like unlink your camera from Discord?
Oh
And
fuck! I
it
forgot
says
to
only-
update my icon so
probably
it's not me wearing
No,
a Santa
the thing is
beard.
that wasn't an issue with it. Like it didn't do that at all.
Okay, so now try to go back in now that you got your video.
you want-
Dude, the video quality is actually a lot better in Discord now.
Yeah, they've
It looks
they've
very. It
updated
actually looks nice.
Shit, we might.
Yep,
go, we
and then
might do
instantly
that.
froze. Instantly froze.
You guys want to try Discord and see how it goes then?
Sure thing.
All
See you
right.
there.
Sorry about this.
Gotians had to break it.
Oh, shut up.
Hold on.
Hey Ali, I can never like stream for 8 hours straight. That's incredible. 6 to
I
8
have bad impulse control. Do not look at
Bad impulse control.
I hope you're taking breaks and eating something.
I am. I'm stretching. Every 2 hours, I take a break and I stretch. I do jumping jacks off camera. God
I
damn
love-
it.
I love your thumbnails. They're nice.
Thanks. They're
Like
Alright,
you got
so I'm
your
here.
you got your face superimposed on like the
dumb
image.
shit. Thank you. Thank you.
It's,
Thank you.
It's
I
awesome.
see.
I love.
Gotians is
Thank
up.
you. I don't know. My camera isn't even. Oh, there it is.
Nailed
Hold
it. There
I
we
don't
go.
like everyone being able to see my room. It's messy. Actually, you can't see the
So
worst.
I guess
thing.
we're doing
This is why I'm
now.
happy to have a blue screen.
So we're not doing.
literally-
We're not doing whereby anymore.
I'm not
No,
even kidding.
no.
Right off camera, my room is such a terrible,
But see,
terrible mess.
now I can't get the Discord on OBS now.
I guess this is happening.
Dude,
We're just-
hell?
We're just having a day. We're just here trying to do a podcast, and
All
we
right,
can't
hold on,
because
hold on.
everything's
I can
breaking.
get this figured out.
Well, I feel like we can see more of each other.
I mean,
on
yeah, it
Discord,
works
because
fine.
Discord gives us like a wider range of.
I don't need everyone to look at my messy ass room and my posters that aren't hung straight. Like it's fine. I don't mind. Just
You
a
can
little-
zoom in your camera. You know that, right?
It's so much effort.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you can do it.
Ugh, I have to like press zoom in.
Oh, hold on. I think I gotta disable hardware acceleration.
What if I just? This is it. This is the view you guys get now.
I mean,
Wait, how do you do that?
I have my webcam settings up, so I just
yeah.
clicked on them.
I could.
Where?
Okay,
is
I
it?
don't have like good settings like that.
I'm using a 4K camera. That's why.
Okay, fancy.
Are you still?
Oh, I've got a blue screen. Oh, I'm professional.
I mean, I just don't like people seeing the ugly wall behind me.
See,
I have a 4K camera too, but I'm not using it.
Omni,
I mean,
use
it-
the web-
it-
Omni
what?
is
I use the
everything
webcam.
but professional.
I mean, I'm professionally unprofessional.
wow,
Yes.
amazing.
If that makes any sense.
It makes sense to me. That's all it needs to.
Of course it does.
Okay, so no, there it is. Got it. Okay. Yes, I want to disable hardware acceleration. Yay! I got it.
Thought that Gotians got
Really
me.
secret.
Hey,
Oh my god, yeah, I hate him. Oh, what terrible.
Shut up.
Oh my god, no, I think he's joining you guys. Stop. All of the shitty things we're saying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, buddy. how's it
Oh,
going?
hey!
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, buddy.
Welcome back.
Oh, fuck you guys. All right, just all of you. All of you. I hate all of you.
You don't hate me.
I hate all of you.
It comes from love. I'm drinking canned wine because I'm an adult. Isn't it cute?
Canned
Because I'm-
wine.
That's a thing.
Canned wine.
That,
I know
I was
you
about
like
to say,
it.
I was about to ask that same question. That's a thing.
Isn't it cute?
Is that like a cheaper version of actual wine? Is that
it's
that's
not
a thing?
cheaper, but it's cute.
It's
isn't
more
it?
expensive.
Depending on the brand, yeah.
You know, you guys can have a canned sandwich, right? Like there's
Look-
actual sandwiches in the can.
Those are disgusting.
You know, there's channels that like find old military rations and stuff from the 1940s, like the canned shit, and then like
And they
eat
eat
it.
'em.
Ugh.
And how many
You will
times
go
do they have to go to the
sick.
hospital?
Oh,
You have to go
God.
sick. Yeah, we go.
Have they gotten sick? I don't watch their channels enough because it really disturbs me. Just
Nah, man, you will get sick immediately from eating that. Just go to the hospital.
Oh
Get
my
your stomach
god,
pumped.
it's flickering like crazy.
I did see the flickers.
There we go.
Let's get
I'll just
started.
put the default mode.
Well,
Are we...
all right. Okay, all right, we'll get started. Welcome everybody. Thank you so my phone is ringing. Hold on. I thought I
Oh
turned
my
that
god!
thing off.
And he says I'm the unprofessional one.
Shut up.
Wow.
Shut
I'm
up.
bringing my phone out. If we're all gonna be on our phones, I'm bringing my phone out too.
I'm gonna go play video games.
What kind of
God,
phones does everybody have?
Millennials.
Android.
iPhone.
iPhone 11 Pro Max.
All right, you guys
I'm
who have
actually gonna
iPhones,
update my
you
iPhone
suck.
soon. Or we're the best.
No,
Fuck you.
iPhones suck.
I-
You know what's weird? Discord organized this by Android on the bottom, iPhone on the top.
That is not how
See?
it organized on my screen. We've got iPhones on the right, Androids on the left for me. So I guess
That's how it is for me. Yeah, Android's on.
It's organized one way or the other. Okay, so can
Divided
this,
we fall.
Can this like? Do you guys see like a kind of like a stutter? Not a stutter, but like it's
a little bit of a not great frame rate thing.
Yeah, like the resolution.
I do
Okay,
see
I mean,
it.
I'm not seeing a stutter at all.
no, not a
It's not a
stutter.
stutter. It's like look at the
Like-
the frame rate. Look at the
Yeah,
motion.
thank you. The
blur,
frame
essentially.
rate. Frame rate. Yeah.
Our refresh rate sucks.
I don't see it. I don't see it on.
I think. Oh, okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody to another GameKast. We are your hosts for this GameKast. I'm Goshen. I don't know where everybody is on anybody's screen, but on my screen, over here is Omnitoast. Up
Hi.
here is Ronnie, news to astonish, and over there is the lovely Allie.
Hi.
So we like to start things off by everybody introducing themselves and discussing what they're playing or featuring on their channel because we're all gamers here. So let's start with Allie since she's the newcomer.
Great. I love definitely. I'm prepared. So I'm Allie, aka Alliebeemac. On my channel, I do a lot of live streams. Currently, I'm about to finish up the Jedi something something game, and after that, I need to go play The Witcher 3 because God, the series was good.
Wait, do you really not know the name of the full game, or are you just
Listen. It doesn't. It's fine. It's night something whatever.
Fall in order.
Favorite. Doesn't even matter. My favorite Star Wars game is KOTOR. So who even, sorry to this one.
I respect that choice.
I think we all respect that.
I respect that choice.
I think that's a very fair choice. So you're gonna play Witcher 3. What else?
What?
Anything else after Witcher 3?
After Witcher 3, I don't even play. I don't play that far ahead. That's so far. I like the fact that I know that I'm playing Witcher 3 next. That is new. That's amazing. Look at how far I plan ahead. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Excellent.
Yeah, I just started it too.
Mm-hmm.
After having the game for like I don't even know how long, I finally started it.
I played it when it first came out. So I remember about 3 things from the plot. And one of those things is that there's a lot of nudity. So that's going to be a little bit trickier.
Yeah. I think Ronnie died. He wasn't moving for a minute.
I'm still here, guys.
Okay.
Because then he finally moved and we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I know. It was weird.
All right. So, Ronnie, you're next. What's going on in your life? And you're coughing, and I told you not to cough.
Well, you know what? I coughed. Deal with it. So what's going on? I'm watching anime. I'm working on videos as we speak, actually. I got the Morbius trailer reaction and review to talk about coming up soon tonight.
How excited are you for that?
I don't know.
Really?
Like they made it seem like apparently MCU's Spider-Man is canon to the Morbius movie.
I noticed
apparently.
that. Yeah.
And you see a Spider-Man PS4, like actual Spider-Man, like with the same Raimi suit on like in an alleyway.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's Spider-Man PS4, like with
okay.
the web suit from like the game.
Right.
And I'm like, Sony, you're being cheap, or is that subliminal advertising for the game, or what is it?
Both, maybe.
Yeah, but
that game was so good. God,
I don't. I'm playing that game on New Game Plus one. I'm almost done. I have not seen the trailer yet, so I'm saving it so I can have an authentic reaction.
Okay.
I'm watching anime. I'm planning to get Dragon Ball Z Kakarot this weekend so I can stream it, and I plan on doing live streams every weekend from moving forward.
Sorry, I made a face when you said Kakarot, but that's just a me thing.
Okay.
I'm not excited for Kakarot. I know you guys are, Ronnie and Omni, but I am not excited for that game.
I've never been a Dragon Ball.
You're not excited
I've never been a
for
Dragon Ball Z
anything.
person. Like it came on after Pokemon, and then like every single time I ever saw an advertisement, it was like, "Wait till you see my ultimate power," and then they'd be like loading whatever, I guess, and then the next episode would be like, "Wait till you see my ultimate Demur power," and I was like, "This."
I'm gonna be like, "This is not my final form." This is not my
exactly, or whatever.
That was the best thing I've ever heard.
Every single one. So.
That was the best thing I ever heard. Is like, wait till you see my ultimate power. Now loading. That was great.
Now loading.
That was great. Omni, what's up with you, man? Besides, Destiny. Anything else?
I mean, shut up! I've also been slowly making my way through the Star Wars Fallen Order game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I have seen you.
I was slowly making my way through, and then more Destiny happened because in order to keep up in that game, you have to literally keep up with that game. But I'll also be playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Hold on. Allie was just doing the thing from White Chicks.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. So Omnitoast, like I'm making my way down to like fall.
So I'm making my way still through that. Still playing Destiny, of course, because I gotta keep up with that game. And we'll be playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because we got a slow 2 weeks coming up in Destiny. Nothing really big happening, so I can take 2 weeks off.
Is Destiny still a thing?
It's still a thing. And it probably will be.
Destiny became a bigger thing once Bungie took over.
Yeah, and now didn't it win like the award from like best long running game or something like that?
Oh,
like,
wait,
it did. It won the
Destiny
award
3
for
or something
best
else?
long
No, it's Destiny 2, but they so Activision like sold it back to Bungie, and they revamped the game and made it better.
Even better.
Good for them. I was
Yeah.
trying to think, like, that's kind of nice to know because everything I've heard about multiplayer games this year has been like hot garbage.
Oh, the past
Mhm.
2
Like,
years.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but like my favorite is like the
Anthem.
fact that like class warfare has started in Fallout the new Fallout
Yeah.
online thing. I love it. Class warfare. Amazing. I love it. You know, they're getting together to eat the rich. Meanwhile, the rich are creating gated off neighborhoods like just organically. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
good shit.
Fallout 76 really, that was a disappointment.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
Yeah,
It's
more.
only getting-
It was more
it's
of a
getting
disappointment
worse.
for people who were big Fallout fans.
It's
Mm.
getting worse, by the way. But this is just digging
Yeah,
himself
we're
a
just
deeper hole.
we're not gonna open that can of worms. We're
I'm
just
not going to talk about how I bought the $80 version of the game.
No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, sweet baby. Oh no.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So
Hang on.
what's the format to this podcast? I forgot to ask.
Well,
like, do you introduce?
You make it sound like he has a plan.
Well, I do have a plan. We do have a plan, and you know,
Okay.
now it's my turn. So for me, I mean, you guys skip me. Okay.
Oh,
That's
wait.
not
You're
fair.
the host. You have to
You're
introduce
the
yourself.
mediator. You're supposed to be there just to
Well,
shut us up when we need to.
Ladies and gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary, Goshen, come here.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
Thanks.
Now go ahead and do your thing.
And he's not sponsored by Pepsi.
No,
Not sponsored by
not sponsored.
Pepsi.
I just tend to drink things while I'm talking. But so yeah, for me, I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 2 remake lately. A lot.
Well, you know what? Your background definitely
Yeah.
would hint at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so I did my reaction to Resident Evil 3 remake, and that like blew up on my for my channel. And then so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go and start playing all the Resident Evil games again for like the 5th time on the channel. And so then I just started playing Resident Evil 2 remake, and that just has been in my PS2 for like the past 2 weeks.
Excellent.
But
Excellent.
unlike these guys, and I don't know who I'm pointing to again, but on my screen that you can see it, I am not getting Kakarot because I actually like good games. And
What do you have again? I'm done.
What is this? What I don't even know. So what is this one even?
You
supposed to be
hate
about?
everything I like.
Because I like good games. That's why.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
can you just say that
fuck
you
you,
spent
you
$80
screw the
on
Avengers game. Oh, Pokemon this. Oh, freaking cat. My
we'll
God, you are such a
get to
Debbie
Pokemon.
Downer.
We'll get to Pokemon. Stop
Oh,
yelling.
and I'm
I
going to be
love
ready
it
for you.
on the Pokemon.
Stop
so-
yelling. We'll get to Pokemon. But you know, like, okay, I'm taking a break from buying new games in January and February because come March we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. We have Persona 5 Royal. Then in April, we have Resident Evil 3 Remake. We have Cyberpunk 2077 coming. Last of Us 2. So many games coming out. So I'm taking a break from buying new games in January, February because it's just overwhelming. So
I'm gonna be the good guy here. I'm gonna be the good. I'm not gonna say what I.
Kakarot sucks. Kakarot is
No,
basically
that's what a simple
Listen,
thing.
I've literally never even
Omni-
heard of it.
Omni Shush. Kakarot is basically telling the whole Dragon Ball Z story all over again with new graphics and semi-new gameplay. That's all it really is at the end of the day. We've seen the
What kind-
story.
It's Legacy of Goku.
Yeah, it's an RPG, but it's an action RPG, so you basically just control one character at a time, and only when the story dictates for you to control that said character. If they would have gone and said, okay, we're going to tell the whole Dragon Ball story because it's called Kakarot, so from Dragon Ball when he's a kid all the way to the end of Z, then I would have bought that. But no, we're telling the whole DBZ story all over again for like the 15th time in a video game.
Okay, good to know. I wasn't interested in the story the first time.
Yeah, so that's my gripe with it. Anyways, today's topics, we have 2 topics. First one is regarding the Xbox One Series X, Xbox Series X, which we will just call the Xbox Sex from now on. And then the other topic is the Pokemon fiasco. We're saving that because we might get a little heated on that. So
Oh, I'm ready. I'm just
I
waiting
have
for that one.
Thoughts and comments and questions and concerns.
that's why we're gonna wait on that one for just a moment. We're gonna talk
I
about.
feel like I'm gonna be the minority of that one, so I'm ready.
Shh. Omni. Shh. So we're gonna talk about the Xbox first because they're doing a little bit of interesting marketing with that. I saw you, Allie.
What? You fucking narc. Sorry, am I allowed to curse on this? I forgot
Yes,
to
you
ask.
are. This is.
Okay.
We are not a kid-friendly channel. Okay.
Excellent.
That
as-
died years ago.
As I like to say, ass and titties, not for kiddies.
And she's done.
That's what spun off with the whole Kappa thing. That's what we say from now on. Ass and titties, not for kitties.
Okay. Great.
So the issue with the Xbox is not really an issue, but it's more like I want to get everybody's opinion on this because they've decided to not go with exclusives for like the first year to 2 years when they release their new console, and instead opting to have all of their first party exclusives be available on the Xbox One and the new Xbox X. So I want to hear what you guys have as far as like what your thoughts are on that, because usually when consoles release, first party exclusives release on that new console, and then that's what we're used to. That's the incentive to buy the newest console. So
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts on this? Ronnie, you've been quiet. You're like staring off into the distance. You're first.
Well,
We need to know you're alive.
Well, I'm okay. The new Xbox and the decision that Microsoft decided to not release exclusives for the first year, I think it's a pretty solid decision. At first, I was like, well, what are they thinking? But then there's good reasoning behind it. I mean, people recently did buy Xbox X's or Xbox One X's throughout the holiday season that just recently passed. And I guess Microsoft doesn't really want to like feel like they gypped them by releasing, oh, look, here's a new console and here's a bunch of exclusives that you need to buy from now on. They kind of, I think they really want them to transition smoothly and steadily at their own pace to the next generation of consoles. So in the meantime, they'll just release a bunch of third-party stuff. I mean, that's my take on it.
Well, I mean, third parties have always been released on both the new consoles and the previous generations. First parties, this is the first time they've ever done it with like Halo Infinite, for example, is going to be launching with the Xbox, and it's going to be available on the new console and the previous console. So that's why it's an interesting take on things, because like you have the exclusives that PlayStation's going to be releasing, it's only going to be on the PS5. So
Yeah.
For me, it sounds like they're shooting themselves in the foot when it comes to initial console sales, but maybe in the long run, I don't know. Allie?
I don't have an Xbox, so I'm not an expert on this in particular.
I don't have an Xbox either, so just
Me either.
Oh,
So you're good.
okay.
This is
more
we're
of-
the most qualified group of people to talk
well,
about.
no, this is
I
more.
want to get the next generation.
This is more along the lines of just being familiar with the marketplace.
Yeah. I think it shows, and I could be wrong because God, I don't know why I put any trust in corporations ever in my life, but it seems like it's showing a bit of integrity that I have not come to expect from the game market. Like when I got my first PS4, I was, which is the only PS4 I've owned, I was shocked that it wasn't backwards compatible because like I'd never had that problem before with Game Boys, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what a shitty, terrible decision. Like that's so money grubby and gross and annoying. And the fact that they're not doing that is actually pretty chill. It's pretty chill for the consumer.
Yeah, I mean, some concerns with the games being released on both current and previous generation that it would affect the graphical quality of the said games, because they have to have ways to downgrade it to be able to play on the previous generations. So a lot of people compare it to like computer games. You have the different settings. So you have like ultra settings, you have medium settings, low settings. How low are those settings going to be? Because the jump in technology is massive from the previous Xbox, or from the current Xbox that we have, to the one coming up. Omni, you're into tech stuff. You're Best Buy.
Wow, way to tell everyone where I work.
I said you're Best Buy. I didn't say you worked at Best Buy. I said
Well,
you
now
were
we
Best
know.
Buy. You
Nah,
gave
you
yourself
know.
away on that.
Sure you did. But honestly, it's kind of shocking to me because I grew up, I've played PlayStation 1, I've had PlayStation 2, I've had an Xbox, I've had all these consoles throughout the years, and we've gotten accustomed to all these consoles having said library of exclusives usually when it drops. Like you're guaranteed to have a Mario game when a Switch drops. So you're guaranteed to have like 5 titles that is with that system. And for them to be just slowly staying on Halo Infinite worries me about, again, how it's going to perform on the Xbox One. Because that was designed strictly for this new console. But also, like, what other games are you going to have that's going to keep this system competitive against the PlayStation 5?
Right.
There's nothing there. Like,
Right, and that's
out of the gate,
that's
the
a big
PlayStation
concern.
5 will beat you.
Yeah, that's a big concern with with just how like they're gonna plan on selling the new consoles, because like you said in the report is that they only plan on releasing 1 or 2 exclusives, and those exclusives would be on the previous console and the new one. So it's like, all right, well, then what incentive do I have to buy the Xbox? That's my thing. You know, like how much do I love the graphics that I want to buy the new Xbox if there's no reason to? That's just how I feel.
understand.
And then especially with the reports coming in that PS5 might be backwards compatible all the way to PS1. That if that is true, PlayStation has all my money.
Agreed. Yeah. Oh, I hope so. I really hope it does.
Maybe they're trying to make a point about their quality of like their products. So like the reason I bought a PS4 is literally only because of the exclusives. Otherwise, I would have played on my PC for forever. So maybe they're trying to make a point like I mean, maybe it'll take a while to sink in, but they'll be like, our product is so good that we don't need these extra incentives to sell it. It's just a good fucking product. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're trying that.
I can see that, but the problem is if you look at the current Xbox, like the Xbox One just in general, it's the most it's the least selling console out of all of them for this generation. And it had a leg up over the Switch, and the Switch just blew past it this past year.
Which is great.
The Switch is fantastic.
I love the Switch.
I love it. God, it's great.
And so with that being said, like the Xbox is touted as the most powerful console this generation, which it's true, but obviously it's not selling because even with that. So
it's not the.
I don't know. Xbox does a lot of really good things, but as far as their actual system goes, it's weird. It's a weird situation. Because if you go like I have Xbox Game Pass, Omni, I think you do too, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. Allie, do you even know what Xbox Game Pass is?
You get a certain number of games for free or something, right?
Okay, Xbox Game Pass, you pay $5 a month and you have a massive library of games that you don't even need to own an Xbox to play them on. You can play it on your PC. So
I played Sea of Thieves once. Awful, terrible. But they were like, you can play this with Xbox X Pass or whatever the hell it was. God.
Yeah, so
sorry, Sea of Thieves fans.
So so when Outer Worlds came out, I wanted to buy Outer Worlds. I love that game. And I couldn't buy it at the moment, but it was available on Xbox Game Pass. So I just
that's nice.
I had to pay $5 and I could play Outer Worlds.
It was the same one.
Cool.
It was the same with Gears 5 for me.
Right, Gears of War 5, Halo Master Chief Collection, Hollow Knight.
They put good games.
They put good games.
They put really good games on it.
See, like, I don't want to be too like. It just sounds like they're I don't want to lick a boot of any corporation, but like it sounds like they're putting the consumers first.
Right. When it comes to stuff like that, exactly, and that's the thing. Like that's one of the reasons why they've been working a lot with Nintendo to try and get Xbox games on Nintendo platforms.
Yeah.
And I would love that. I would love that. That's why you see Cuphead is now on the Switch. So
there you go.
I mean, as far as like you nailed it with being consumer friendly. It sounds like it. And that's
it makes me nervous. Point. It does make me nervous because in this day and age I just don't trust. I do not trust corporate. I'll be like, wow, oh my god, they're doing something like so good for us, and then they turn out to it's actually like really terribly motivated and something. There's something horrible.
Did Bethesda and EA hurt you too bad?
I'm still heartbroken.
Listen, I just really, when I think about it at night, I just I trust nothing. I trust nothing and no one.
I do want to mention Ronnie is sick today. He's
been so quiet.
Yeah, he's usually not this quiet.
Okay, I was like, it's just like having.
He's just not feeling well. All right, so
I have Xbox Game Pass.
What's that?
I don't have Xbox Game Pass, but I've been thinking about getting it.
You really should. You really should.
It's worth it.
An Xbox controller, so I can play like if I'm playing on a.
Dude, they do so many deals on Xbox Game Pass. It's ridiculous. Like when I first got it, it was $1.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, all right, let's move on to the big topic because this is going to take up a lot of our time as the big topic. Pokemon.
I've been waiting.
All right.
I've been waiting times two.
Let's set the stage for just a minute here because when Pokemon first came out, we all had our differences.
Don't
with
you
it.
say we? Oh, okay. Wait, okay.
We all had our differences with it because some people
Yes.
were upset that it didn't have all the Pokemon. Some people were upset because they felt like the graphics weren't up to par what they should be, especially considering the excuses that Game Freak has put out. Time out.
Who the heck said the graphics weren't
A
up to
lot
par?
of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Because I thought the graphics looked
It can
stunning
look
for a
better.
Pokemon
It can look
game.
better.
Mhm.
A lot of
better,
people, were saying that they were basically 3DS models scaled up.
That's all it is.
When the files were actually data mined, that's actually what it was.
They're
I mean,
just
I
reused
guess I can
assets and
s-
animations.
All the Pokemon assets, exactly like Ronnie said, and the animations were from the 3DS games, and they were scaled upwards.
I recognize
I'll
a
have to go
lot
take
of
a look
them.
at
Too.
some of that.
Yeah.
The other problem is, like I said, that Pokemon were cut from the game. Again, when people data mined the Sword and Shield game files, they found that the Pokemon were in the games.
Yeah.
So that caused
Mhm.
a lot of problems for people, caused a lot of hate, which, I mean, look, first and foremost, nobody should show that much hate over a video game where people were sending death threats to the developers.
Oh,
That's
no,
very
no.
dramatic.
If you don't like what they do, don't buy the game, or just
Go take a nap.
yeah, exactly.
You take a nap.
Go
Just
take a nap. Go rub one out. Whatever you do to relieve stress.
Take a shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know
Take
that's
one out.
For sure. For sure.
yeah. So that's the first thing, and then we had the Pokemon Direct that just came out, where they announced a DLC,
I had a lot to say
which
about
is going to
that.
be the topic that we're going to talk about.
the greatest thing they could have ever done.
Wait, before
It's not really
see,
the greatest thing.
this is
Don't-
why I
don't-
wanted to save this.
Don't toot
Hold
your own
on,
horn, man.
hold
Don't
on,
go too
the
fast.
three of you.
I made a
We
nice
are all
thing
gonna
for
not be
everybody
friends by
about
the
it.
end of this.
People are upset regarding
Who?
the DLC announcement for different reasons. Some people are upset because they feel like the Pokemon should have been in there from the very beginning. Some people are upset that they feel like the DLC is being resold to us. Some people feel like, why is this a thing? It's just going to lead to further monetization practices. So, with that, we're going to open up the floor and probably hear some yelling, and maybe we won't be able to hear each other, but let's keep it civil. I love all of you.
No promises.
We want to stay friends. Some of us have more positive lights to things, and some of us have more negative light to things, or darkness, whatever the case is.
Hello, darkness, my
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to start with Omni because I feel like he has more of the positive outlooks on things for this.
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
No. I'm more of like an in-between because I see both sides of it. I see all the arguments for it, and I have my own opinions on it. But Omni, I know
Yes.
that you have more of the lighthearted opinions for this. So we're going to start with you before we start getting all negative.
All right, so I'm gonna start with.
And
saying
Allie's looking at me, and I can feel her stare.
I can feel the anger and the hatred.
Well,
already
because
building.
It's not anger. It's just
I-
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say.
I know how Allie feels. I know how Ronnie feels. I saw your video. I know how
I'm
Omni
one.
feels.
Yeah, because we had lovely discussions.
Me
on
and
Twitter.
Omni had discussions. So
Discussions.
so Omni, you have the floor. Take it away. Talk
All
about
right,
what's
so
good about it. And
I'm gonna
everything.
start by saying it's probably again, this is my opinion for it. For all the I've played Pokemon since Gen 1. I have not missed a single main title game to date.
Oh, hold on. I got it really quick. I want to know everybody's history with Pokemon. I forgot to ask that.
So yeah,
Omni,
starting
you
off, I played every main series Pokemon game to date, even the third installment game, so like the Crystal, Yellow, so on and so forth.
Allie.
I bought. Well, I didn't buy. I was 5. My parents bought the Crystal game used. Someone else's save was already on there. I killed their Pokemon and started my own, and that was my first experience. I still have that Game Boy somewhere in my closet. I have never deleted that save. It's still.
It's
my
probably already
babies.
dead. The save
It's
file's
actually
probably
not.
gone.
It's actually not.
The battery still works.
The battery still works. It's amazing. I stored it very nicely.
Battery still works.
Amazing.
Yeah, some of them were great, but some of them have.
Mhm.
Ronnie.
I took very good care of mine.
I've played the majority of the main game series. I still have Red and Blue from 1997, 98, and it's in my cabinet in my room right now. I still have them. I played Yellow. I played almost all the entire main series with the exception of Diamond and Pearl. I know those were good.
Oh, I love Diamond and Pearl.
Black and
Get
White
outta
2
here.
and the Fire and Leaf Green. I didn't play the remakes of Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Oh, those
mean,
are
the
good too.
Yeah,
They're good, but
I didn't play Black and White 2 and Diamond and Pearl and Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, but I played the originals.
I forgot.
I played every other version.
I've played all of them, including the red whatever ones, because I played those on emulators.
Fire Red.
Sorry, but the one I didn't play was the Hawaiian one. I did not play the Hawaiian.
Oh, you didn't
Sun and
play
Moon.
Sun and Moon.
The
I
I
other
didn't
version.
have the thing for
Sun
it.
and
The
Moon.
3DS.
Yeah, I didn't have the 3DS.
Yeah, so I started Pokemon Red. We used to have
Red was-
we used to have wars in my school, like legit, no joke, no joke. We would group up those who had red versus those who had blue.
Pokemon
it.
Gang
You
Wars.
guys were
this-
not chill. You guys
this-
weren't chill.
no,
man.
this
You
was-
had no freaking chill.
This was in middle school, man. We had so people had fights like gang wars and stuff, but we had like
Yeah.
Pokemon battles. You would
Amazing.
Oh, my Lord.
you would see us settling our disputes with link cables. I'm showing.
Winner gets the fully inflated
Then the
dodgeball.
music starts.
I'm showing my age with that because that was in middle school.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how I was born.
I was
Like,
elementary school.
no.
I forgot
So-
how much older you are to me, Gotians.
Yeah, shut up. So I took a break from the third generation because I didn't like it. Too much water. Didn't like it. And
Too much water.
yeah, I mean, okay. Look, it gave me flashbacks for Zelda
Dead
Wind
memes
Waker.
are dead.
For what?
For Zelda Wind Waker.
Okay.
I
I had a fire starter, and I still liked those.
I
but-
wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I came back for Diamond and Pearl and Black and White. Then I didn't play Black and White 2. I think a lot of people skip Black and White 2.
Oh shit! I think I, skipped
I
that
actually
one,
played
too.
it.
Did I skip it?
skipped.
What happened in that one?
I don't know.
Basically, it was 2 years later. You were two
Mhm.
different people, and the remnants of Team Plasma, where basically they found the third dragon of legend, and you could literally fuse them. You can literally fuse them with the other two dragons. It looked weird. It was definitely the black sheep of the series.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so then I came back for X and Y only because Mega Charizard. I had to. Charizard's my
And
favorite
also
Pokemon.
new animations, new
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
actually in
everything looks
3D
high-
now.
And then I retired from Pokemon. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I couldn't do it anymore after X and Y.
You didn't play the new one? Wait.
Yet you have a Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon poster in your background.
Hey, listen, freaking
Where is
GameStop.
that?
It's right there.
Hey,
GameStop gave them away for free, so I'm gonna take free posters.
so then you took it and put it in your bedroom.
I'm a Pokemon fan. That's the closest thing I got. Okay. All right. So Omni, take it away.
Yes.
This way.
Yeah, back to me. Yes, and you're
Not
that way.
That way.
You're
Yes,
that way.
Yes. High five.
Okay. That
So
was really terrible.
it was awful. But yeah, no, for me, honestly, as someone who's played all the games like that, it's a breath of fresh air in a sense, and B, I actually like it a lot better than the third game. Reason being, let's be real with
We're
ourselves.
talking about the DLC here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the DLC. I like the DLC better than the third game installment idea. The reason why, we're going to take Sun and Moon, for example. Sun and Moon had a very simple story. It was very laid out. It was too overly linear, which is my big gripe about it. But what it was is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon added literally 2 extra hours of gameplay, if even that. It was mostly story, and then you battle Necrozoma. And I'm sitting here like, that wasn't worth $60 again.
Mm-hmm.
Or however much of Nintendo's
$40.
PS
man.
game, $40, yeah. So the thing is, it's like I look at it that way. It's like they used to make these third games with a slightly different story, slightly different post game, and resold it as a game. Here, it's actually going to be 2 new stories at 2 new locations. Yeah, I understand people's gripe about the Pokemon that should have been in the game. I understand that 110%. But it's actually 2 new stories with with new characters, new areas of the region, everything. I like that a little bit better, and they're giving you 2 DLCs for the price of basically.
Not justifiable.
Yeah, it's part 1 and part 2.
It's like a season pass.
Yeah, it's a season pass.
Oh, I have to pay for a season. Okay.
Well,
No, it's not. It gives you 2 DLCs.
2 DLCs is pretty much a season pass.
It's the same thing that they do with like Smash Bros, where you get 5 characters for $30.
Don't get me started with that one.
I love
So
it. I love
I
it.
enjoy it. I like the idea of it. I'm excited for it. I actually already have it purchased.
I bet you do.
Yep.
Mhm.
I actually have it purchased for both my console and Courtney's.
I was gonna say
haven't learned
you
about
bought both the
pre-orders
games.
yet?
Mhm.
Oh god. Wait, sorry, you bought both of the games.
Well, my fiance has Shield. I have Sword. So we can trade. We don't have friends.
fucking dork.
We're
Cute. That's really good. That's really good couple bonding. It's actually very cute.
It is. I wish my
I'm
wife.
not. I'm not being. I am
No,
not
I
being
know.
sarcastic.
I know you're not being sarcastic. I'm saying like I wish my wife was into video games like that with me, but she only cares if I'm playing a horror game. I don't know. She's sadistic like that. She'll sit down and watch me play like the most gruesome horror game, but she won't.
That's because she's getting ideas for when you piss her off.
There you go.
Oh, I'd see. I don't want to know that because I mean she likes the Resident
Women
Evil
be
series way too
shopping.
much. All right,
But yeah,
so
that's my 2 cents of it.
let's see. I feel like if we go with Allie next, she'd be telling you like something really bad but very bubbly. So let's go with Ronnie first. Well, you can't tell me that's not true. You like you.
Disrespectful accuracy of wit. You know, I'm not saying it's not accurate, but it's rude.
Let her go first.
Yeah, Ronnie, go. No, Ronnie, go ahead.
Ronnie, go ahead.
I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Well, I made a nice lengthy 25-minute video,
Which
discussing
I'll link it.
my-
I'll link it for everybody.
discussing my thoughts and the mixed review or mixed feelings that I had about it. I am gonna buy it regardless because I love playing Pokemon, and that's one thing I'll never stop loving. But what the hell was that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Was that?
Anyway,
I think my roommate.
Tell him to shut up.
I think charging $29.99 is not justifiable because you're essentially charging for a whole new game. If you really think about it, there are 2 DLCs, 2 different ones for a value of $60. I would have made it half off to like almost at no charge because first off, they throw this. Game Freak is getting in the bandwagon of DLCs, first off, number one. Number two, they throw it in our face that we're getting a 200 additional plus Pokemon, like if it was no problem to begin with. Why didn't they give us majority of the Pokemon to begin with? Now we're around a good 600 plus Pokemon by that point. And it's just not an excuse. We essentially bought an unfinished product to begin with for $60. And now we're expanding upon it, but we have to throw in another $30, so $90 when you look at it that way for a still a not complete game. Cool that we're getting more content, but I don't think the price is justifiable. I would have priced it at $14.99, maybe even $9.99 at best. But still, I mean, I kind of disagree with what Game Freak is doing, especially with the price.
All right, Allie.
Okay, ready to go. Excellent. Okay, so
See,
here's
I told you, bubbly.
Okay, so here is that made really good radio. Here is my problem, right? Okay, I don't mind DLC story content. I don't mind it. That's wonderful. I love new stories. I love it. I'm definitely going to buy it. But I was one of those suckers who, at the beginning, when they announced that they were going to cut a bunch of Pokemon, I was like, guys, it doesn't matter. Like, what matters most is the fact that the employees aren't overworked to the point that they're having mental breakdowns. Like, I want them to go home. I want them to sleep. Like, that's great. I'm willing to not have 1,000 Pokemon in my game so that the employees can go home and sleep. Turns out that was a lie. It was a lie. They took content that has been included in every previous game and removed it just for the sole purpose of selling it back to us. If this was just story DLC, I would be fine. If they gave us the Pokemon as a completely free update, no trading. I'm going to talk about the trading in 1 second. If they gave it to us just like for free and then also had the story DLC, that would be great. But you cannot remove something that was a base part of gameplay in the first series and then sell it to me, you dingbats. I'm sorry, is this Fallout 76 all of a sudden where you create weapon degradation and then sell me the solution? I do not like it. Anyways.
If you really think about it, every other version before Sword and Shield had every single Pokemon available for you to have in the national decks.
Yes, it's
So
wrong.
wrong.
No.
You have to trade. You have to trade.
You have to trade through. You have to trade through.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was still available. So even if you
literally
attempt to trade something from previous games,
they got rid of
it
the
won't
word.
allow you.
See, this is
There's
what I
literally-
said.
No,
We're not going to be able to
Hold
hear
on a
each
second,
other.
hold on. hold on a second. Even if you were trying to trade Pokemon into Sword and Shield that were not available, you wouldn't be able to, regardless, get it in the decks. Whereas the other previous versions in the main series, where Pokemon were not available on each game because you required trading, at least you were able to get it and make it available in the decks.
Yes. And okay, now I want to talk about trading for just a second. Here's where my big problem comes in, right? This is the part that makes me so mad. So, in all previous Pokemon games, you could just trade. You could just do it. You could do it via Link. You could do it via the Wonder Trade. You know, you could just freaking do it. But now, for the first time ever, I have to pay Nintendo to trade something over the internet. I have to pay them a monthly fee to be able to trade, which is such hot trash because Nintendo, in part, owns the Pokemon Company. And it also and the Pokemon games run on a Nintendo system. They have purposefully designed it so that I have to pay a monthly fee that's going back into their own pockets to do something that was free forever. And not only that, not only was it free previously, it also worked better previously. Now it's like the new trading system is bad, like the internet connection's bad. It just doesn't work as well. The functionality is trash. They're charging me for something that was free, and now it's also worse.
Right.
Okay.
Pretty good value.
People tend to forget that in order to do this, you have to have internet with your Switch.
You have to pay, which you have to pay for.
Right. You have to pay $15 a month in order to
$15.
in order to do that.
$15 a month for
Yes.
I mean, it's $20 a year for the Nintendo Online.
Oh, is that what it is? So they
it's
changed
only
it.
$20.
It's 20. Yeah, I have
used to
no.
be
It's been like that
15
since the
or
beginning.
something.
It's 20.
Wait,
It
hold
was
on, now it's
$3.99 a month from the beginning, and then it's
Oh, is
you
that
have the
what it
option
is?
$3.99 a month.
Never mind. Then
or
I was
$20
still,
a year.
Doesn't
Okay.
but like
I
still,
mean, it's still the
$20
cheapest
a-
subscription on the market.
Okay,
have
no,
it, by
that's
the
true.
way.
That's true.
To go
Yeah,
on the
Don't
internet
use
that
it.
I'm paying for. I'm paying
I
for that
don't use
internet.
it.
Nintendo's not paying shit for that internet. It has the capability. It's just charging because it can.
All right, hold on. Ronnie just said something really important to this. He doesn't use it. So you're basically forcing people, even if it's just a small charge comparison to some of the other subscription services, they're forcing people to buy this subscription service for one game.
Practically, yeah.
And they own, like, Nintendo partially owns the game. This is a calculated move.
I mean, trading was free back then. Why is it so different now? Why they gotta charge for that kind of
Why is it worse and more
service?
expensive now?
Why exactly? Trading was
Money.
free.
It's all for money. Like
It's capitalism, baby. That's how it is.
And don't worry, we're not attacking Omni here.
I feel attacked.
We're not attacking him.
Omni's hiding his face like this.
Like,
Well,
I'm gonna hide behind my
It's
microphone.
nowhere.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of us feel.
No, actually,
kinda
my chair's
hurt.
like slowly sinking. I think.
A lot of us feel
Good
kind of
old
hurt
butthurt.
with this whole situation because, like, again, it's Pokemon that we're already in the data files. Like, for me, I'm getting flashbacks to Fallout 3. And I use Fallout 3 a lot for this situation because it was proven that Fallout 3 actually had all the DLC on the disc once it released. People
See that I do remember that. Yes, I do
people
remember.
hacked Fallout 3, or they made burned copies of the game. And if you burn the copy of the game, my cousin even had this. Ronnie's stepbrother, he had a burned copy of Fallout 3, and in having that burned copy and playing it on his 360, he had access to all the DLC before it even released.
Wow. That's
As a Fallout fan, I can approve.
Because Fallout or Bethesda locked it behind a paywall, which is exactly the same thing that I feel like Nintendo and Game Freak is doing in the situation. I'm not saying that for the new story elements, but I'm saying for the Pokemon that are in it.
I guess it knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Game Freak knows what they're doing.
And-
They had this plan. You can tell this was premeditated. You can tell this is planned.
This is the company that's been selling us 2 versions of the same game with minor cosmetic differences and a couple extra Pokemon for years. I
And we've
should have
been buying it.
expected this.
And we've been
Mhm.
buying it.
And so much, and so far as cosmetic, by the way, which is another topic, the game doesn't look all that great. It can look better on it.
And look, the whole thing with the argument, but this is coming from the people who would buy the third game in the series, like in that generation.
I'd rather have a full third new game.
Well, here's my argument to that is, okay, yeah, all right. So you buy another game, costs $40, usually $40 on the 3DS, for example.
Back in the day it was 40.
Back in the day. So if we're gonna put it in today's standards, you buy $60 for another game, for a third game or whatever. It's $30 for the DLC for these 2 stories. One, we don't know how long each story is.
Yeah, as of right now, that's why I said I would hold my judgment on our Twitter conversation. I would hold my
Right.
judgment depending on how long that story actually is.
Right. So we don't know how long the story is. We don't know if the story is split up between the two DLCs or if it's one story together that continues on. We don't know that. The other thing too is it's $30 for those two. And that's the first one's releasing June or July?
June 2020 and then fall 2020.
Okay, so then fall 2020 gives us 1 year from the release of the game. So who's to say the following year they get another DLC for another $30? Right there, you just paid $60 for a whole nother game.
I can see
But
it.
right now it's $30 per DLC.
Right, but-
No, it's $30.
No.
You get two. You get part 1 and part 2 for the
Right,
$30.
but what I'm saying is that say next
Why are they
year.
doing it that way then? Why are they doing
No,
it?
it's $30 for Isle of Armor and the Tundra.
No,
Nope.
you get both of them for $30.
It's a season pass.
It's
Why are they
I don't
doing
think
it
it's
in
both.
parts
I don't
then?
think it's both for.
I bought it. I have both of them.
Why are they?
Okay.
they're doing it
Why?
in parts. They're doing it in parts to probably
They're
help with
they're
development.
basically found
How much you want to bet they're going to add like another 100 or 200 plus Pokemon by fall this year?
Well, but
I see
that's what I'm saying. So who's to say
If they
that?
gave those to us for free, that would be cool. And then
Right.
I would buy the story DLC because I like story content. I don't
Exactly.
mind paying for more story.
Make
What I
it
do mind
free.
paying for is the Pokemon. Like, and I'm not even a person who obsessively collects them. Like, I honestly like don't like. Sorry to everyone who really loves the other Pokemon. I don't care that they weren't included in the first place. I care about the principle of removing something to sell it back to me. That's what I care about.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
the principle. That's the issue here. It's Pokemon got to catch some of them, not got to catch all of them.
Well, but that's the other thing too. Like,
well, that's the thing. They've got rid of the whole "gotta catch 'em all" thing back in Gen
well,
3.
People have
I
been
can't-
on either
one
one
game.
side or the other. There's been nobody seems to want to meet in the middle with this argument, because either you're in the boat where you are absolutely okay with this or you're absolutely not. And I don't
I'm
think
mixed.
one
I'm just-
side sees the points of the others, and I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, because you have like you just said, selling us the Pokemon back to us. They could have given that to us for free, available
Yeah.
for everybody. Just be
Like,
like
a patch update.
a
They
patch
could have given it
update,
for-
exactly. And you'd be like, okay, those of you guys who bought Sword, you get this 100 Pokemon. Those of you guys who bought Shield, you get this 100 Pokemon. And then you go ahead and trade it like it's always been. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
now
they're
they're
still charging for trading
charging.
as
They have a paywall for that for Home now, and Pokemon Home and Pokemon something else.
yeah,
Pokemon
just to
Home,
get
I
the Pokemon
absolutely
that
hate.
whatever.
What is
Pokemon Bank.
Home?
I'm not getting Home.
Pokemon
Bank.
No,
Bank.
Excuse
Home.
me?
Home is the one that's coming out
No,
next
no,
month.
new one.
I know, but I'm saying it started with
Sorry.
Bank
Pokemon
is
Bank.
$4.99 a year,
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah, yeah.
Pokemon
It was
Home.
like-
or it
what?
was.
Hold on. So it started with Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Bank was on the
I need to
3DS.
Google this.
Pokemon
Okay.
3DS. Yeah.
And basically what you could do is you could send your Pokemon to the bank.
Mm.
And so that way when you buy a new generation, you can transfer them to the new generation.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty handy.
But
I liked it.
But it was like
Got it.
$5 a year or something like that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
$1.99 a year. Yeah.
I didn't know that they charged for that.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
It wasn't
Yeah,
it wasn't a terrible addition. It made it easier to transfer Pokemon versus previous generations. You couldn't
Moved
do
from
anything
X
like
to
that.
like
And if
to
you were
like
a
Sun and
massive
Moon or Ultra
collector
Sun
and you had-
Moon, that was really
Yeah, so
and you're a massive collector, it made it very easy to get the Pokedex
right.
completions. done at
I
that
was
point.
okay with that just because of convenience issues. I like that just makes it a lot easier. So like I could carry all my Pokemon that I've been carrying around with me since the Game Boy Advance generation. I could carry it into the new game because it made it so
That was
much easier.
and that was the reason why they did it.
Right. So now we have it's basically evolving into Pokemon Home, which is essentially the same thing. And again, I don't really have a problem with it, but I would like to be able to transfer my Pokemon from 3DS to the Switch. But we can't do that because there's no national dex.
Mm.
And to me, that's my problem with that. Because again, I still have I have my Pokemon X, and if I was to buy Sword or Shield, then I could transfer them in there. I haven't bought the games because it didn't interest me. And me and Omni had that argument. And I think
I
Long
liked it. It was
ago.
cute. I had a lot of fun with it.
to me, I saw a lot of problems coming with Sword and Shield. The minute that they
Mhm.
announced it and they said, okay, this is what's going on, we're not going to have all the Pokemon in it, I saw a lot of problems coming from the game as far as like how I feel with practices in the market. And
I feel like this is the beginning of, I mean, to be fair, like, again, they've been doing this for forever, and that's not an excuse that just like maybe we should have seen this coming kind of. Are you feeling
Right.
okay, Ronnie?
I'm sorry, and I think I'm starting to get a headache, but yeah, I'm okay.
Oh.
Go on, continue.
hey,
Okay.
if you got to step away, that's fine, dude. I mean,
Ronnie's dying.
Yeah.
Ronnie is dead. His head was in his hands. I was very worried. He had passed out. This is a podcast too, right? It's not just visual. I'm just
No.
explaining.
Oh,
that.
it's visual.
Oh, it's
I'll
only
be right
visual.
back.
Oh, no, it's. Well, I mean, eventually I'd like to put them on like Spotify or something, but they're
I'll
kind
be right back.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, of course.
Go take some medicine, buddy.
Go take.
Spotify is kind of
whatever we need.
a dick with podcasts because I got to go
Really?
Yeah, I got to go like to an outside source because I can't upload it directly to Spotify. I got to go to an outside source, upload it there, and send Spotify the link for it. But then to go to an outside source, I have to pay a service for that because
Yikes. Okay.
yeah.
Because they like to make it difficult.
Eventually, I'd like to do that, but for right now,
So
this is what we
Right.
get.
So what was I saying? Oh, so it's like I completely forgot what we were talking about. Well, not so my problem is like I know that it's just a bad trend. Like we used to think that loot boxes, right? We used to think that like people got mad because they were like, you're overreacting about loot boxes, like it's blah blah blah, it's fun. Like, and now loot boxes are one of the scourges of video games, and it's been considered gambling in many countries.
You're opening a can of worms on that one. That's a whole nother conversation on that.
If you can play for loot boxes, that's fine. If you have to pay money, then that's gambling.
Yeah, no, exactly. No,
150% agree with you on that one.
none of us are going to disagree with you on any of that.
Okay.
When
Especially
I'm saying
for
is,
the fact that
when I say it's opening up a can of worms, it's like a whole nother discussion because
that's true.
it's a
If
big
someone
thing.
is watching that has a problem with this, don't at me. I don't feel like talking about it. Go on.
Nobody on my channel or Omni's channel or Ronnie's channel would have any problem or disagreements with loot boxes. Like we all hate loot boxes. Trust us.
absolutely hate them. And you're talking to someone who played Overwatch a lot, and I hate it. I even I never spent money in the game. I enjoyed getting every free loot box that I did, but I was one of those people. I'm like, you guys are trying to charge me money to open this, and then I realized I played Dokkan for 2 years.
Dokkan is a Dragon Ball game. If you didn't know that.
It sounded. I don't know why. I never heard of this game, but I automatically assumed it was a Dragon Ball game.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's just mobile gaming, just in general, and
yeah, at that point,
but that's just free. That's free. I didn't pay for a mobile game. It's a free mobile game, and then they've got loot box shit in there. Okay, but if I pay for the game, I don't want to have to pay for all these dumb extras. Like that's
like for the cosmetics.
The whole Pokemon thing. Like I didn't even know. Like I tried when I was playing through it. I was like trying to connect to online, and I couldn't figure out why because it touted all of these like really cool online things that you could do, and like that was part of like what was in the game. But what wasn't listed, at least like in marketing in a way that made it obvious, is that you had to pay for the monthly subscription in order to access all of these features that were in the game in the first place. And that already I did not like. Like it's a bad precedent, and we're just like going down this hole of like greedy
it's
garbage.
It's a weird thing, and I always have this argument with people because the minute that you say it's okay for one of these situations, then it becomes okay for everything. And companies will take advantage of that 110% of the time. You say it's okay for DLC. All right, cool. We're going to milk the living shit out of that DLC. You like Season Pass for XYZ game? Cool. We're going to do it for every game. You know, that's the problem that we came into when we came to the digital age in the generation for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Once we hit that was a problem.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a DLC rather than a third game. I do like that. But again, and I don't care about collecting them all, but like I said earlier, it's just the principle of the thing. It really is. It just, I don't know, man. What do you think?
I miss the days where you beat a game, and as soon as you beat it, you have access to a whole nother section of the game. It's already built in. I miss that.
You know, there are some very good fan-made Pokemon emulators that have so much story content. Like after you beat it, does anyone know? There was one that I loved where like after you beat the game, you like went to the moon or some shit like that. But then you also got to I don't know. But you got to run your own Pokemon gym, which was very cool and very challenging.
That was Pokemon X. You get to fight Deoxys.
No. She's talking about a fan-made game.
Fan-made Pokemon game.
It was really good. You got to run your own Pokemon Pokemon gym.
Yeah. I know I've played one. It was a weird one called I think it was called like Pokemon Resurgence or something like that. It was so weird. The one it was interesting for me. It was interesting for me because I played a little bit of the trading card game, and there's a moment in the trading card game where they did what was called Delta Species, which were sort of the precursors for Alolan forms, but without a change in forms.
Okay.
So basically, what it was is take for alligator, for instance, Gen 2 water type starter. In the Delta species, it was an electric type. So it was the game based itself off that, where most of the Pokemon in the game are Delta species. So like the Charmander you start with is a ghost fire type.
That's so weird.
It's so weird, but it was so much fun. And
I thought you were gonna tell me like one of those weird like I also played a Pokemon game that I ended up not finishing where it was like it had like a lot of cursing that just fell out of place. Like
there's a little bit of cursing in that one too.
Honestly, and then they like brutally died and there was like blood and stuff and I was like, why am I playing this?
I didn't have anything like that. There was a point in the beginning of it where you start like as a captive of like the enemy team, which is weird, and then you watch as someone uses their Houndoom to literally incinerate someone else. I'm like,
Jesus.
Well, that's the thing that happens.
There's a Pokemon game where all the characters, all the Pokemon, the monsters are just little anime girls dressed as their actual
Yikes.
Pokemon.
My webcam is broken.
I'm looking. Oh God, yeah, your webcam got real bad.
I was just focusing on the microphone.
Pokemon Insurgents right now is like #1 on this random website. Fan-made Pokemon game, blah blah blah. You can mix the DNA of 2 Pokemon to create a third.
Ew, that's interesting.
They're trying to do Jurassic Park up in here, which also terrible.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way, and then also, you know that really big dinosaur that like kills and eats people? What if we made it so they killed and eat it even better? Like, stop! Shut up!
Stop doing it!
Bitch, you crazy!
Jeff Goldblum said it the first time. Stop it!
Stop,
we all listen
guys.
to Jeff.
There you go.
I mean, like, I can understand the principle side of it. I do. Like I said, I do understand that side. And like I said, for me, I'm excited to see how they do the DLC story. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't even about the Pokédex. I still haven't even completed my freaking Pokédex, and I call myself a heathen for that. Because usually I have it done by now. My fiance's done it. My fiance completed it before me.
Here's my question for you guys. So with the DLC and let's call it a season pass right now, do you think they're going to make another generation, or will they just continue doing DLCs from this point forward?
Oh, you mean forever?
Yeah. I mean, so they can easily just do
eventually.
Now, after a while, they would run out of course, Pokemon that they would have to sell back to us. But
they got a lot of them because you got Alolan forms, you got like a whole different types of.
Well, that's the thing. After a while, they would have to either start creating new forms for certain ones, like Alolan Slowpoke, or at that point, like you said, create technically the next generation, but releases as a DLC. Like, here's a train ticket. Now you're going to Magical Wonderland B over here, and now there's new Pokemon.
Is the DLC a continuation of our story, or is it a new story?
Continuation of our story.
They're going to reach a cap because at a certain point, the reason that they have Pokemon like level caps or whatever is because they have not adjusted the levels for badlings. Like, it's not set up for that, you know what I mean? So at a certain point there's going to reach a level cap, and like
it's not like the anime where Ash's Pikachu resets every freaking season.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm EV training my Pokemon.
You're actually doing that?
I haven't even started with that.
I EV train my Pokemon.
I haven't even started with that this generation.
EV training is fun.
I did it in Gen 6 and never again.
I don't care. I just pick the Pokemon that I like.
It's the best way to train your Pokemon to kick everybody's ass.
See, I used to be so hardcore. I used to be so hardcore with Pokemon. Like I was on the Maryland forums online running my own gym for people to challenge me.
I was on the Poke Beach and the there was another website that I was Pokemon Training Center. I was on that one. I was a gym trainer.
Fun is what I did. I just chilled.
I naturally get competitive.
I had fun, but you know,
whooping everyone's butt.
It was different because like I had my own fire gym. People would come challenge me. They'd have to abide by my rules, like the anime.
What?
Yeah.
Like online?
Yes.
Yeah, that was back when like the online battles started kicking into high gear.
It was.
I'm talking to the biggest nerds in the entire world. I love it. It's great.
This coming from somebody who cosplays every Friday on her stream.
Occasionally, if I have a costume.
Yeah.
Yes, listen, am I criticizing? No, I'm
complimenting.
I know. I'm complimenting. You went online and had fake Pokemon battles. It's so cool.
No, not fake Pokemon, but they were legit.
They were real.
Battles. They were just on my DS.
They meant something to us.
They were just on my DS.
They were real in my heart.
Listen.
My waifu from that dating sim, she's real. Damn it, that connection. No, but yeah, no, it's very cute. I mean, I was playing like Neopets and shit, so I can't say anything.
I played Neopets too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that brings back
Neopets
now
was
I
the
feel
bootleg
old.
Pokemon.
Now I feel old.
It was definitely
Neopets
the
still
bootleg
exists.
Pokemon. Does it?
Does it?
Neopets.
Yes!
It died finally.
No, Neopets still is like running.
I'm bringing this up
died.
here. I gotta see this.
Years.
Was it neopets.com? Yeah. Oh my god, it does still exist.
I told you.
It's like freaking Gaia Online. That shit still exists too.
I'm just like so upset though because I tried to log into my Pokemon account like 4 years ago and I couldn't. But so like what happens is if you can't remember your password, and I don't have the old email, right? Because it's from when I was a child. And if you can't remember it, like your Pokemon like cries or looks angry at you, and I was like, I'm so close to you. I'm
Pokemon
so
or Neopet?
Neopet. Jesus Christ.
They had a Porta.
How
They
does
had a
it
Porta
still
Pokemon Pocket thing.
exist?
Back
I could
then.
have swore this thing died like 5 years ago.
They had a
Are you
Pokemon
thinking
Pocket?
of
Yeah, there's like a where you had a Pikachu
Miller
with you.
or something like that? The one that was based off of cereal. They had like a little person that you could like dress and buy a house for, and then that went defunct.
No, you can walk around with your actual Pikachu or.
Oh,
whatever.
sorry, I was
Your
talking
yellow
to
pocket.
yes, but yes.
Oh, never
Wait,
mind.
hold on, you guys don't know where I'm pointing because all our cameras are messed up.
I'm still shocked that Neopets still exists. What the fuck?
All right, so
Neopets will never die.
It needs to. It needs.
okay, so now that we've all calmed down,
Yes. Well, we weren't that heated, but yes.
I don't know. There was times where I just heard shrieking in my ears. I couldn't hear
If
any
you're-
cohesive words. They weren't
If
coming
you call
out.
me shrill, I swear to Christ, I will come to your house and kill you.
If I called you shrill,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Shrill.
that okay? I'm not. I didn't call you that.
Just like as a fun little heads up. for you.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna start getting shriller. Hold on, continue. No, I knew you didn't call me that. I'm just.
How do you feel about the word moist?
Oh, that answers that question. It's
Oh God.
noted. Moist is not a good thing to say.
All right, so
By the way, it was Pocket Pikachu. That's from the late
that's
90s.
what that
Aw.
was. Okay.
It's a yellow. It's a little yellow pocket thing. It looked like a miniature Game Boy.
So, going around, who's buying the DLC?
Already bought it.
Okay. Well,
I'm
yeah, I
definitely
mean-
buying it. I like the story content, but I just don't like it as a matter of principle.
Okay, and that's the thing too, is that because like we hate the things that we're gonna be buying anyways.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
so-
like you hate the fact that you are still gonna end up buying Marvel's Avengers. I know you will.
Fuck
I'm actually
that.
buying. And that's
I'm not buying that bullshit.
Dude, does anyone
buy
know
it.
that
You know
game
you're
besides you?
It hasn't come out yet.
Clearly, I'm the only one, and that's why I'm gonna have a blast streaming. I can't wait
Look,
for that
look,
game
look.
to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Just really quick. I mean, we're not switching the conversation to Marvel's
Yeah.
Avengers, but just really quick. How much marketing have you seen for that game?
Enough.
I saw E3, and that's it.
not much.
0.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for it either way. Let's go.
Your body is ready.
My body has been ready. My body's been ready since E3 when I saw it.
I know Ronnie's getting it.
I'm not.
I'm not. It doesn't, to me it doesn't look good, but it's okay.
I back to what we were doing.
It's okay. But anyways, I think we kind of hit the nail on the heads as far as how we feel about the DLC situation. Is there anything else that you guys want to comment on before we get out of here with that?
I wish that we had some kind of meaningful way to protest, but we don't, because even voting with your wallets means nothing because we're not a cohesive unit. Anyways, that's it.
Not only
Facts.
that, but Japan will buy it, and that's the only market that really matters.
Really?
Then, yeah.
Is it
Mm.
a bigger market than the US?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Good to know.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like Pokemon's big here, but it's like
They have Pokemon
literally a
centers.
life- it's literally
Yeah.
a lifestyle in Japan.
They have legit Pokemon centers over there.
That's
They
pretty
literally
There's
have
a-
marches of
there's a
Eevees and
place-
Pikachus.
There's a place in Japan called Akihabara, which is dedicated to everything anime, including Pokemon. That
Oh,
place
Jesus.
is a city escape of anime
amazing.
and
Yeah.
games.
Or both?
Yeah. So
She's just like, now when's my next time I can go there?
Yeah, I'm like, when can I go to Japan? Interesting.
You've been to Japan?
yeah,
No, I said, when can I go to Japan? I've never.
I want to.
I looked up tickets because they're doing a Sword Art Online convention over there, and it's like $2,000 round trip. One person.
That sounds about right.
One person.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
that
gonna
sounds
go
about
hang
right.
out. I'm gonna
But
go hang out.
being there, like food and
Dad,
everything and accommodations
do
is
you?
cheap, apparently. I hear that it's very cheap.
I don't know. So obviously I can't go. But Anyways, we're gonna end it here. Any last words anybody wants to say before we go?
Do we plug our stuff at the end, or we
You
good?
can be my guest.
All right.
All right, I'm Alliebeemac on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. That's ALLIEBEEMAC. Check me out on the, you know what I mean, just the thing.
Do the thing.
Someone else plug it. Someone else plug their stuff. If I'm the only one plugging it, then you have to cut it out because I feel uncomfortable.
I'm Omnitoast. You guys can follow me on Twitter at DJ Omnitoast. You can also find me on Twitch at Omnitoast. And yeah,
Ronnie.
I do weird things.
That was
he
not
plays-
specific at all.
He plays Destiny. That's the weird thing.
This is how weird it gets.
Ronnie.
I'm Ronnie Rubio with News.
Whoa,
to
I gotta cut
Astonish.
that
You can-
out because no last names, man.
Okay. Well, I'm Ronnie. It's on my Twitter, regardless. I'm Ronnie. You can also find me on Twitter, and it's in my description. You can find me on Twitter where I'm mostly active. Ronnie Rubio parentheses NTA for News to Astonish, and on Twitch News to Astonish as well. And I'm streaming from now on, moving forward, every weekend, and I'm uploading just about daily. So
Wow.
yeah.
That he is. And I'm me. That's my plug.
Oh, and I do
That was really
videos
good.
about
That was
like
good, wasn't it?
comics, movies, games, and more.
There's the saying. He's just not feeling it. Ronnie's not into it today.
Aw.
I'm not feeling very good.
I had to like drag him out of bed to do this, even though I don't live over there.
Funny
Yeah.
story. I actually fell on I fell asleep on my desk, and I got the call from Discord, and I'm like, it was just like, oh my god, they called me.
And then we told them, by the way, we're also going to be on camera.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He didn't know we were gonna be on camera. And I was like,
I
yeah,
had no
Ronnie, you're
idea.
sick. We're gonna be on camera.
There
You guys
go.
are bastards,
I know.
This will be the
didn't
perfect
choose
opportunity
that.
just to hear
It's
my
only
voice.
because we love you.
So, Allie, I would love to have you with us some more if you're down
It
for
was
it.
fun. Yeah, definitely. I loved it.
Good to hear. Or good to hear. No, see.
Yes. Good
It's good to hear.
both. Good to
I
hear.
mean, yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
I said the words with my mouth. So you
Actually,
heard them.
to keep it general, just say good to know.
Good to know.
Okay,
Well, that
good.
sounds ominous, though. Oh, wow.
All right, then good
That's
to hear.
good to know.
Yeah, you know what? You're saying it in a very sinister like tone, so I guess that would.
Duly noted. There we go.
That sounds even worse. It sounds like you're like, okay, never talking to
That's
this
more of a
chick again.
nonchalant thing. It's like duly
Yeah,
noted,
yeah.
like you don't care.
Duly noted. Got
All
it.
right, with that duly
Cool.
noted, we're gonna get out of
Looking
here.
forward to it.
Everybody,
Looking forward to it.
everybody, have a great rest of your day. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.